always elevate the pressure. The heart beats a little faster. It gets a little more intense, particularly if that team across the field is a conference foe. And that's exactly what we have in this showdown coming up. Welcome to Kinnick Stadium in Iowa City, Iowa, home of the Hawkeyes. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the Michigan State Spartans, taking on the 16th ranked team in the land, the Iowa Hawkeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Hawkeyes will get us started with the opening kickoff. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. First down. Right down the middle. Got his man downfield. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
That's a really good-looking throw, and I love the decision right there. When I think back to my favorite Michigan State quarterback ever, it's Kirk Cousins. Wasn't the biggest, wasn't the strongest, fastest, didn't have the best arm. But he made good decisions. He read the defense and threw the ball accurately on time. This guy has the ability to do that, too. If he keeps this up, this offense is going to be tough to stop.
Power football with the run.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Second down, he'll throw it. That's reeled in. It's Smith. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out of the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him. Throwing the football, he picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Kinnick is having a connection fit to try to help the D on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on third down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is third down conversion percentage. If you're a great third down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill third down so much in practice.
They'll toss it to the left. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Got some work to do after that last play, 2nd and 13. Looking to fire. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. He stopped not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
How about this this defense coming out. You know you've got a challenge on your hand, and you're talking about coming out ready, hairs on fire, ready to play. You can tell, dropping back, great coverage. They know this guy's great. They know he can spin it. They're sitting on the coverage, waiting on it. They win the first check early. Give the defense some credit. They were ready for this great quarterback.
They'll run the option. He'll toss it. Finds a crease at the 20. Out of bounds at the 27-yard line, and this offense needed a play like that.
And we talked to the coaches coming in, right? Like, they knew they were going to see the option. But the speed is so much faster in the game, and the offense does a really good job getting it to the pitch man pretty quickly, making that read and making a play early in this football game.
Defense fills those gaps. He's got one to the 28. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
And the Hawkeyes will have it 1st and 10. The option look. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time, and they're able to make a quick stop.
To the air, it's Baker. Bringing the heat. Finds us back in the middle. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Looking to throw on 1st down. Scrambling away. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. Unloads it downfield. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
This defense is going to use this guy in a lot of different ways. You'll see him rush the passer. Obviously, he'll have his name called when the offense tries to run the football, but I love his coverage ability.
They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions had them staring at 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. It's complete. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the 1st down at the 36.
And listen, you get zone coverage and you can hit that curl route and he comes open continually. Keep hitting it. This might be a play to come back to.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. From the gun, the running back has it. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this 1st quarter. We've reached the end of the 1st quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the 2nd. looking for a man. It's Baker. Firing to the right, complete. Touchdown, Hawkeye! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. If you're able to move the ball on a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing. For this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Some good ball. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed it.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions, but I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
The Spartans with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Smith takes the handoff, and this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great team defense on that one play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D-linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. They just can't do it right.
These Hawkeye fans know exactly what to do to get behind this D on third down. They'll try to get the first through the air. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return, but that small change, they take over at the 43.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Iowa has the ball back on offense. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Dumps it off in the flats. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Steps to his left, out of the pocket. Trying to make magic with his feet. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
He hasn't called his own number very often in this game. That actually is the first time he's taken off and scrambled, but it was a really good decision. He's been killing this defense through the air. You've seen the arm talent, you've seen the accuracy. That time, really nice decision to tuck it and get what he can get. He's got this defense on their heels.
And as he throws, it's picked off. Got some room to run. He'll go out of bounds, but just what they needed to get the ball back.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his second interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Clark. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. Got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Shoots it to the left. Oh, did he find a hole in the defense? He's loose. Touchdown, Michigan State. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
It's so nice to have these big playmaking tight ends that are basically oversized receivers. make a play down the field to him. Huge catch radius, makes the play, and then I love the run after the catch. These guys can do this nowadays. He does the rest of the work and gets into the end zone.
On the move from inside his 5. He'll be forced out of bounds at his 21-yard line. Not the best field position you could ask for, but they'll get it started there. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They'll try the right side. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll try the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's Baker. Using his legs to buy some time. Rolling, throwing, looking right. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. At the 45 on its way. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. The give is to Smith. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
He wants to take the top off. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
Great job by the defense there. They weren't surprised by that play call there on 3rd and short. They were expecting pass. They took everything away and forced the incompletion.
Too close to punt, way too far for the field goal. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a 1st down. The metrics tell you so often, go ahead, go for it on 4th down, and it pays off there.
That just shows you the head coach's confidence in his quarterback to go out on a critical 4th down and execute.
And the Spartans with the 1st and 10. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage. The Spartans with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. wants to go up top. It's complete to the left. Out of bounds, right at the 20-yard line, edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
Throws for the tight end. He's got it, and he will score. Touchdown, Spartans.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now? Going into the half with the lead, with the momentum.
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He's out of bounds at the 25-yard line, gets it right back to the touchback position, and the offense will take over. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Just over 20 seconds to play here in the half. How aggressive can they afford to be here? Looking for a man. It's Baker. Under fire. He's going to take off. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Quarterback making checks. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. He's going to fire deep. It's a big stride inside the 10. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Iowa!
And I love it. Trust your passing game. Trust your quarterback because you know he can execute. You have confidence in him. And that is the way you finish a first half. And now you got a chance to tie this football game.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And the extra point was good. And that extra point leaves us deadlocked here in the second. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Smith takes the handoff. And he takes this one back to the line of scrimmage, a rather anticlimactic end to the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And the Spartans will kick it off to start the second half. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. On offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaches.
There he goes. They use that sideline as a defender and get him out of bounds at the 36.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch. They got that quickness. They got that speed, and he showed some of it there.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
So now it's 2nd and long. Motion from the wideout. To the air, it's Baker. Looking to the big tight end. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads it left. He's got an open man. Got room at the 35. Flying down the left side. Touchdown, Hawkeye! And that one will give him the lead. If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. First play of the drive, wants to throw. He's got him. A most efficient pickup of 6 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 4. The Spartans want to crank the tempo. Second down, they'll go to the air. Here's the pressure. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
These Hawkeye fans know exactly what to do to get behind this D on 3rd down. Gonna run it. It's Clark. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the 1st down. They have it at the 36.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the 1st down.
And the Spartans will snap it on 1st and 10. Toss sweep to the right. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
To the air on 2nd down. Oh, he wants it all. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. The Spartans send out the punt unit. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. Kick is in the air. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. From the gun, running back on the move. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Hawkeyes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. To the air, it's Baker. On the run, still looking. Trying to escape and get it himself. They finally make the stop, and he shows why he is dangerous on the run, too, and he's got a first down.
Really nice job on the scramble that time. He saw an opening, he went out and got the first down with his legs. He's killing this defense right now. Throwing it, he's now doing it running as well. Anything this guy wants to do is work.
And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Iowa!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, Dave. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Paul, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Shotgun snap on third down. Takes a hit as he fires. Finds space on the right. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. And the Spartans want to pick up the tempo. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
Just keep slinging it. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the first down. Wants to throw on third down. Caught near the sticks. It's Smith. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41.
When this offense wants to, boy, they can go fast. After the completion and first down, right back to the line of scrimmage for more tempo.
Wants to go up top on first down. Lets it fly. Catch and stride inside the 15. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Sparty.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running, I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And he takes this from inside the 5. He's out of bounds at the 31-yard line. Maybe another step, another block, and he gets... but the offense will take over there. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. The give to the tailback. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
That's the end of the quarter, and Iowa is on top. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the third quarter stats. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to pass. It's Baker. They're setting up the screen. No, sirree. Not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
On third and long, no secret what he needs here. He's got it down outside. Off and running. Touchdown, Hawkeye. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. They push the lead out here in the fourth quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Troy is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. They're trailing by 11 to Bowling Green. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire.
Well, we've got a close game here at the start of the fourth quarter, right? This team obviously is down, but they're not playing it close to the vest. Being aggressive, first play of the drive, trying to throw it down the field. They're going to have to complete some of these if they're going to get this comeback win in this game.
Finds his tight end. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
Makes the grab. Oh, he's got some space. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions, got to continue to get these first downs, move quick, don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Defense a little too eager on that last one, and now it's 1st and 5. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. They just keep firing. Unloads to the wideout. Working a little foot magic magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the first down.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
Lost to fire on second down. Throws to the wideout. Just a hair too much on it for this big-arm sophomore quarterback.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football.
Kinnick is having a conniption fit to try to help the knee on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Another incompletion on third down.
And that's a play on third down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give them a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. They spun that wheel of fortune on fourth down and come up bankrupt. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Moran. And he forced ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. On the snap, it's Moran. Oh, it's a pass. It's incomplete. They've been waiting to run that one and couldn't quite pull it off. It's third down.
Well, on that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking the same thing. Even when he's covered, he's over.
Turning it on! He's got the first down, and they did a brilliant job getting them out flanked from the Wildcat.
We got to give a lot of credit to the offensive line now. They were able to pave the way for a first down.
And the Hawkeyes will line it up on 1st and 10. With the catch, it's Taylor. He's knocked out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 44.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with the lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football.
Buys a little time with his feet. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced than a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
He's out of bounds after a good pickup, and the clock will stop not only because he's out of bounds, but it's the 2-minute timeout. The Hawkeyes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to throw, it's Baker. Bought a little time, lets it go. Fakes the catch. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
This is so interesting right now watching this offense stay aggressive. They've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and you're thinking at home, we got to just run the ball and try to bleed the clock. They found something on defense they're taking advantage of. 2 straight completions. I won't be surprised if they throw it again.
From the red zone, looking for a space. Good timing on the quick out. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
Wide receiver going in motion. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Moving out of the pocket. Touchdown, Iowa! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. That one might have put the finishing touches on this game.
This one is over. Game, set, match. The defense had a chance to maybe kind of keep their team in it, but the offense said, take it to the locker room.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
And I know this football game is over, but we got to keep fighting. We got to keep finding something, some kind of rhythm in this offense, something we can hang our hat on that we do really, really well. Listen, the intermediate passing game like this has taken over college football, short to intermediate. So if they can find some of this, it'll help their offense moving forward.
The Spartans will hustle to the line. Wants to throw again. He wants a big play here late. And the DB right with him to knock it away.
And this is a tough spot for the QB, man. Like, he knows he's down big and has to make big plays down the field, but also got to be smart, because this defense, you can tell, bringing in extra bodies, playing the pass, maybe take the dink and dunk, let your guys make some plays, because they are definitely playing the deep ball.
The offense has lost the element of surprise here, right? Fourth quarter, they're trailing by a lot. They're trying to go 4 verticals, but the defense knows it's coming, and they do a nice job in the back end making sure that falls incomplete.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Finds the tight end. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Here's the heat. Going over the top. Makes the catch. Converts on fourth down. Is still on his feet. He goes out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, but it might be too little too late.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game, but the drive off to a good start. You get the first down, you get out of bounds, you work in the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
He'll set up to throw. Back swinging for the goal line. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Back to pass on second down. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Gets rid of it. The quarterback's a little more on target there. Maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
He's going for the goal line. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Offense will use a timeout. 19 seconds left in the game. Down big. Might as well. They'll go for it on 4th and goal. Wants to go up top. Couldn't find his man, and they'll give up the football on downs.
And these aren't easy situations for these offenses, man. Like, it's a known passing situation. The defense is playing coverage. Nowhere to go with the football, forces the incompletion, and this one is all but over.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. On the direct snap, it's Moran. Breaks into the open. They finally make the stop, but the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play. With the clock running, this should be the final play. Guys, I think we all expected this game to be close. A couple of teams of this caliber, but boy, what a statement by the underdog in this one.
And there's going to be a big movement in the rankings after that performance. That team that got the win today, they are going to get moved ahead of their opponent. It's one thing to beat a ranked opponent, David. It's one thing to blow the doors off them. That was impressive.
It's impressive. It's huge for them. Obviously, we know what's going to happen when they're going to move up the charts, but the other side is equally as depressing. I mean, they're going to fall like a rock. This wasn't even a competitive game. This is a bad day, and the rankings will reflect it when they come out.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Paul.